welcome to News 22. I'm Christina Janitatis.
And I'm Sierra Brown.
On Wednesday afternoon, a tragedy occurred on the campus of Wesleyan University. Student Johanna Justin Ginch was shot multiple times while in the school bookstore. She was taken to Middlesex Hospital, where she was later pronounced dead. Police say that the gun and wig were recovered and that they have the identity of the gunman. As a precaution, all Middletown schools went into lockdown mode, but were later released. While the gunman has still not been found, police said that they do not believe the gunman remained on campus in the evening and that the staff and students should go about their regularly scheduled activities.
It has been confirmed that 2 Fairfield University students have been infected with the swine flu. They were confirmed as having the H1N1 virus of Monday afternoon. Both were female students who were juniors at the school. There are a total of 4 confirmed cases of the swine flu in the state. To help prevent the spread, everyone is reminded to frequently wash your hands, drink lots of fluids, and if you are feeling ill, visit your doctor.
Connecticut Senator Chris Dodd is coming under fire again, this time for his wife's business dealings. Ms. Dodd reportedly receives over $500,000 a year in salary for serving on the least 5 different corporate boards. State lawmakers and members of the local press are beginning to question whether Ms. Dodd gained these positions because of her resume, which some have called thin, or because the corporations that employ her want to use her as a de facto insurance policy against being audited by federal regulators. The Dodd have yet to make a public statement regarding the matter.
In an effort to help prevent an outbreak of the swine flu on Eastern's campus, the Eastern campus is allowing professors to reschedule their exams for the week previous to the scheduled exam week. The school is hoping that students will take some of their exams and head home earlier than planned in an attempt to prevent the spread of the swine flu on campus. The school is not canceling classes or closing early. However, seniors may also remain on campus until commencement.
Media tycoon Rupert Murdoch says that the News Corporation's websites will be charging for content. Murdoch's newspapers include New York Post, UK Sun, and The Times. The Wall Street Journal currently charges users for content. Analysts say this change in free internet information will drastically change the culture of freely available content. Murdoch says the change will happen within the next 12 months.
This week, California wildfire flames caused 13,000 people to evacuate their homes near Santa Barbara. Many mansions were engulfed by uncontrollable wildfire. Strong winds, high temperatures, and low humidity are to blame, causing the fires to spread.
This week, President Obama and the White House will detail a proposal to cut or reduce funding for 121 federal programs, totaling to save about $11.5 billion in 2010. The president says the cuts are the first of many to come. If officials are to accept the cuts are not clear. Many money-saving proposals are expected.
A study done by Mohegan Sun says that Connecticut could lose tens of millions of dollars if casino loses revenues due to the proposed smoking ban. Mohegan expects profits to drop up to 20% as smokers gamble in other states, causing the loss of revenues and layoffs. Supporters of the non-smoking ban argue the dangers of secondhand smoke. A legislative committee will consider the bill on banning smoking in casinos in 2011.
Americans love their coffee, and brewers want to help them make it right. That's the word from the National Coffee Association, whose latest study finds American coffee consumption is holding steady in this recession. Tips for a perfect cup include using fresh coffee beans, use simple non-electric brewing methods, splurge for a good burr grinder, and don't make coffee with water you wouldn't drink plain. By following these professional tips, you might not have to head to Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts.
Connecticut police have arrested a 21-year-old Southington man after being accused of being an internet sexual predator. Thomas Brown was arrested after trying to meet with what he thought was a 14-year-old girl he met on the internet, when he actually had been chatting with a police detective. Brown is held on $250,000 bonds and charged with criminal attempt of sexual assault, impairing the morals of a minor, and use of computer to entice a minor.
How young is too young for a cell phone? The new trend among teens flirting instead of texting is sexting. Connecticut State Police say more teens are sending each other racy texts and nude pictures over their cell phones. Police worry about X-rated pictures intended for boyfriends or girlfriends to end up on the internet or in the hands of the wrong viewer. 20% of teens admit to sexting, and 48% say they have received messages. According to the National Campaign to Prevent Teen and Unplanned Pregnancy, if caught sending pictures under the age of 16, they could be charged with a criminal offense. Attorney General is looking into adopting a blocking technology to stop sexting.
This week, Maine lawmakers passed a bill approving same-sex marriage. New Hampshire also passes a bill among gay marriage. Currently, 3 states in the U.S. allow same-sex marriage. A CNN poll says 54% of Americans are against such measures.
Math majors should be amazed by the date today. Thursday, 5/7/09 is one of the only 6 days this century that will feature 3 consecutive odd numbers. Number crunchers say the rare odd date is a reason to rejoice. So get out there and celebrate Odd Day.
The big day is almost here. Senior commencement rehearsal will be Thursday, May 14th at 6 p.m. in the Geisler Gymnasium. Be sure to come and make sure you're ready for graduation.
News 22 will return with this week's editorial.
My first experience with drinking.
My first experience drinking.
I went shot for shot with a bunch of guys.
Gulped down the whole thing.
We finished a liter.
I drank a little bit too much.
There was a lot of vomiting.
I ended up passed out in a closet.
I had to go to the hospital because I was sick.
Found out that one of my real close friends was in the hospital.
I was 13.
14.
15.
13.
It's never too early to start reading to your kids.
Are you prepared for what awaits you?
There are amazing possibilities when you open a child's mind to reading. Log on to the Library of Congress website and let the journey begin.
Fire safety is an important part of our well-being on campus. By taking precautions and making smart decisions, fires can be avoided. Be aware of overloaded electrical outlets. Don't leave cooking unattended. And make sure paper and other flammable materials are not placed near the stove. Preventing a fire is important, but knowing what to do if one occurs is just as important. If the alarm sounds, don't panic and evacuate immediately. Refer to your residential hall office for the quickest and safest route. And remember, never take an elevator during a fire. For more information, visit us at www.easternct.edu/depts/police.
Welcome back, and we have with us Megan Fox with this week's editorial.
Thanks, girls. After 4 years, the time has come, my friends. Graduation. Looking back on my college career, I thought to myself, if there was one thing I've learned, one piece of advice I could tell the future students of Eastern, what would it be? After much thought, here it is. Ladies and gentlemen of the class of 2013, all you need to know to succeed at college is take naps. Freshman year, you will learn that nap time is not just for kindergartners, especially after you make the mistake of taking 8 a.m. classes. At first, you'll find it weird to take a nap with a stranger in your room, but after you held each other's legs during your first keg stand, you two will share a special bond and nap like babies, then wake up to enjoy a steaming plate of Hurley. You'll sleep on if you should transfer from Eastern like a lot of your classmates. You don't do this because sophomore year, you learn to schedule your classes around your naps. You dedicate Friday as nap ski day. Take 3-hour classes so your Z's won't be disturbed. You discover 30 racks of Bush, handles a Dubra, and box Franzia. You switch your major 3 times. Get involved in a club, intramurals team, or anything on campus to kill some time in between naps. Junior year, your roommates become like family. After one too many tequila shots, you fight over dirty dishes, take an angry nap, and hug it out afterwards. You amaze yourself by staying in on a Thursday night to study. Drink coffee, Red Bull, Rockstar, and anything with caffeine. You curse the late night accidental nap, fail your exam, then go back to napping. You turn 21. After the excitement of legally showing your ID at Blarney's, you'll need a week's worth of naps. Senior year, you're on You're on a first-name basis with Adrian, who doesn't need to check your ID at Blarney's. You lay down and wonder if this is a good or bad thing. You nap because you're exhausted after your internship, job, and actually going to classes. After the trip to Cancun, Miami, or Vegas, you're broker than before you left and take a long snooze to recover. Close your eyes and try to escape the clock tower from ticking towards your time to leave this place. Skip all your classes, blame it on senioritis, lay down and reflect on your time at Eastern and all your naps. So I wish you sweet dreams, class of 2013. May you have as many great naps as I did. And if at the end of 4 years you still feel tired, you can always sleep through grad school. News 22 will return after this break. Jess, I don't know what to do.
What's wrong? I thought today was the night. What happened?
I know it's supposed to be, but he doesn't have a condom. He said he doesn't have any money. He spent it all at the bar.
Well, don't go through with it if he doesn't have a condom.
I know, but he really wants it.
Oh, I know. I heard the other day that Health Services gives away free condoms.
Free condoms?
Free condoms!
Whoa! Did I just hear you guys say free condoms?
Free condoms! Health Services not only takes care of you when you're sick, but helps you stay healthy. They provide free information, services, and free condoms. They have male and female condoms and are there for any questions you have. Stop by Health Services for any questions or concerns. Remember, Eastern, stay safe.
Hello, little prince.
What we gonna do today?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
NASA is running out of nuclear fuel needed for its deep space exploration. The end of the Cold War's nuclear weapons buildup means that the U.S. Space Agency does not have enough plutonium for future Fairway space probes, except for a few missions already scheduled. According to a new study released by the National Academy of Sciences, hopefully this issue will be dealt with swiftly.
There will be no parking in the baseball field parking lot from Wednesday, March 13th at 8 to Sunday, March 17th at 3. All cars must be removed by Tuesday, May 12th at 9 p.m. Drivers with the baseball field parking permit will be permitted to park in the parking garage and in any North Campus parking area. At that time, Eastern will be hosting the NCAA Division III Regional Baseball Tournament, and the baseball field lot is needed for the event. Anyone with their car parked there must move it no later than Tuesday, May 12th, to any North residential parking area or the parking garage.
This week, Eastern unveiled its new athletic logo. After a deliberative process taking many months, inputs from students, coaches, and Student Athletes Advisory Council, no longer will the Warriors be represented by a blue cat. As of May 1st, the new logo will be a shield with 2 swords and Eastern Warriors written on it. The new logo will be used to brand and promote all Eastern athletic teams and functions. Over the next year, the new logo will be embroidered on new team uniforms and the new mascot that is being developed. Let's go Warriors!
The announcement of the new logo has gotten mixed reviews from students on campus. News 22 reporter Carmen Chow hit the streets to find out how people feel about the new logo.
This week, Eastern has implemented the shield as its new mascot. I talked to students to see if they feel that this was an appropriate mascot for the university.
I was disappointed because I hoped it was going to be the Warrior Frogs.
I actually think it's pretty cool. I didn't really know what they were going for at first, but I heard rumors of a frog, which would have been kind of funny, but I saw the shield and I thought it was pretty cool.
I don't like the shield, and I think that it'd be better if it was the frog.
I just don't understand why they changed it. I thought the warrior cat was fine. I don't think a shield is really a mascot.
Well, I did enjoy the cat at first, but I think the shield would be a good look. It's nice to have something new.
It's okay. I feel like it's too plain. For like our school, I was fine with like the cougar.
I mean, a lot of people are making a big deal about it, but it's a logo. It doesn't make or break the school.
Although many students were not a big fan of the shield, many felt that the frog would better suit the school. Inside of the Student Center, this is Carmen Chow, News 22.
Thanks, Carmen. If you have any concerns about the new logo, contact University Relations or SGA to voice your opinions.
Friday, May 8th at 7:30 p.m. in the Harry Hope Theater, Short Stuff, original one-act plays written by script-writing students, will be performed and directed by Eastern students. Stop by to see their hard work come to life on stage.
This Saturday, May 9th, Eastern's Performing Arts Department will be hosting the Eastern Percussion Exposition. The event, which begins at 2:30 p.m., will feature solo and ensemble performances from some of Eastern's premier percussionists.
As a summer blockbuster, the movie Star Trek delivers on pyrotechnics, fist-clenching excitement, and three-dimensional characters. As a reboot of the popular franchise, it takes us back to square one in a way that feels both familiar and fresh. And as a remake of the TV show, it captures the essence of the original while allowing the big screen version to expand in new and thrilling directions. Make sure to check out this weekend.
With its exposed wheels and aerodynamic styling, the Tramontana sports car makes a bold statement among automobiles. Only 12 people a year get the privilege of owning one of these Spanish Dynamos. Street legal, it can zip from 0 to 62 miles per hour in less than 4 seconds. Needless to say, it will get you noticed.
Starting May 3rd through the 13th, Crandall Hall will be hosting a stress-free week. Residents can donate non-perishable foods and clothing to receive tickets for events including Freebie Friday, Dunkin' Donuts, tie-dyeing, Nerf War, and other giveaways also. All items will be donated to Access Shelters in Willimantic.
Wanting a break from taking exams? Next Thursday, May 21st, will be the first third Thursday of the year on Main Street in Willimantic. There will be performances by local bands, street vendors from local shops, and delicious food such as Hosmer Mountain Soda and Crepe Escape. The event is free and local, and there will be plenty of parking. So if you're looking for a break from exams or just one last rendezvous before the end of the semester, go check it out.
On Tuesday, May 12th, commuters will get a chance to unwind and take a break from studying for finals, to make their own Zen gardens and get their fortunes told by a psychic. The event takes place at May 12th at 11 a.m. in the Student Center Cafe.
Springfest is in full swing at Eastern this weekend. Michelle Geraci has more about Eastern Springfest.
With the semester coming to an end, CAP is sponsoring its annual Springfest activities. The events will be held from May 6th through May 10th. We spoke with Special Events Coordinator to find out what the week entailed.
What we do is we hold about a week-long set of events, and then we have our major concert. So it's basically, Springfest is basically like a final hurrah, like goodbye to the year, like a final, big shebang. Everyone has fun with it. It was hard to put a theme to all of them, an underlying theme. So we just came up with the Shaken Not Stirred, which is kind of like a James Bond. It's from a James Bond movie, and you can tell by our shirts, it's kind of like a James Bond theme. So it's shaken, everything's changed. It's not just sort of round, everything's different.
CAP has planned many events to occupy your weekend. There's a laser tag tournament held in the gymnasium on Wednesday, as well as a comedian at night. The other events include a basketball game versus the Harlem Wizards, bingo, a real-life carnival, and the much-anticipated Nas concert to end the festivities. There are still many events planned for this upcoming weekend, so make sure you get out there with your friends and have fun at Springfest. I'm Michelle Geraci in the Sports Center for News 22.
Thanks, Michelle. Make sure to go out and enjoy the Springfest activities Eastern. Other Springfest events going on this weekend are Thursday at 9 p.m. in the Geisler Gymnasium, the Harlem Wizards will take on Eastern students in a professional stunt basketball game and halftime show. Friday night, there will be a carnival with rides and carnival food, and Saturday is the spring concert.
The famed rapper Nas will be performing at Eastern for the spring concert. Students can get tickets for $10 and $15 for guests. Tickets are on sale at the information desk at the Student Center and will also be selling for a higher price at the door. Doors will open at 7 p.m. Get your tickets now. Your student ID must be presented when purchasing the tickets.
The dance team will shake their stuff and show off their moves at Showcase this Sunday in Schaefer Hall Auditorium. The dance team will be performing a year's worth of hard work starting at 4 p.m. in Schaefer Hall. Stop by to support them.
Attention all bookworms. On Wednesday, May 13th at 5:30 in the Student Center Theater, English majors and English senior seminar students will present selected papers at the seminar. Also, English major awards will be presented.
Laurel Hall students will be able to create their own t-shirts on Wednesday, May 13th at 8 p.m. in the meeting room. So take a break from studying, Laurel Hall residents, and make a free tee.
News 22 will return with sports after this quick break.
Listen up, Energy Hogs. We got a real porker of a house here. Get in there and waste some energy.
There's no insulation, boss. It's hog heaven.
Leaky windows, too. This is gonna be a breeze. Perfect. Go wild and waste some wattage.
Time to tan. Oh, there's hot water for just one pair of pants. My kind of place.
Wow, this thing's so old it's gonna take me hours to get dry.
Keep wasting. They'll never know what hit them till they get the energy bill.
What the? Boss, they're home! And they've got energy-efficient bulbs!
You've got the power to get rid of Energy Hogs. You can help your parents add insulation, put in Energy Star appliances, and lots of other things to make your home hog-free. Find out how at energyhog.org and play fun games, too.
Oh, retreat! Retreat!
Go to energyhog.org and get the Energy Hogs out of your home.
Hey, wait for me!
Whoa, what are you doing?
Throwing out my trash.
Don't you recycle?
Recycle?
Yes, it says toss bottles here.
Oh, all right.
Recycling prevents about 64 million tons of material from ending up in landfills every year. Eastern Connecticut State University makes it easy for students to do their part in recycling materials they use every day. Bins and containers for bottles, cans, and paper are located all over the campus. Recycling is as simple as separating your trash and tossing the recyclables into a 90-gallon bin near the dumpster located outside your resident hall. Reduce, reuse, and recycle Eastern.
We are back, and we have with us TJ Stubkowski for sports.
Thank you, ladies. Los Angeles Dodgers baseball player Manny Ramirez tested positive for performance-enhancing drugs. Major League Baseball has banned him for 50 games effective immediately. A source said that the drug was not a steroid, and ESPN's TJ Quinn and Mark Fanurawada are reporting that the drug used by Ramirez was human chorionic gonadotropin, a woman's fertility drug often used by steroid users to restart their body's testosterone production after a steroid cycle is completed. The Eastern men's lacrosse team put on quite the show Wednesday afternoon. Seniors Matthew Savage and Kyle Savage forced overtime against the U.S. Merchant Marine Academy, while senior DJ Williams, the LEC's Offensive Player of the Year, scored the winning goal 82 seconds into the extra session. This marked the first NCAA Division III tournament win for the Warriors after a score of 10-9. The women's softball team received recognition from the Little East Conference by having 3 of its players selected to the all-conference team. Freshman pitcher Molly Rathbun, freshman outfielder Priscilla Alicia, and junior outfielder Ashley Sullivan were selected to the team, with Rathbun also taking home the Rookie of the Year honors. The NCAA Division III Baseball Committee has elected Eastern to host the New England region of the NCAA tournament. 8 games will be played at the Mansfield Sports Complex between May 13th and May 17th. This is the 16th time that Eastern will host this segment of the tournament in the 34 years of its existence. This is the 3rd time that it will be played at the Mansfield Sports Complex since its opening in April of 1999. And that's it for sports. I'm TJ Snopkowski. Have a great night.
Well, that's it for our show. Stay tuned next week for our last show of the semester. It will also be News 22 Friends and Family Night. And I'm Sarah Brown.
And I'm Christina Genitatis. Have a great night, Eastern.